This is the DC Comics Multiverse Batman versus Superman 6-inch Wonder Woman. Figures part of the first wave of these new 6-inch multiverse figures from the new Batman versus Superman movie toy line. And you collect 8 figures. This is the first wave, and you get 8 figures. You'll be able to form Batman's grapnel blaster. It's like a replica, a real work. I don't know. It's a life-size replica. Okay, so here is the figure, and I have to tell you, I am not at all the least bit excited about this figure. Just straight out of the box, I could already see I was gonna hate this figure. I was looking for, it's a shame because I was really looking forward to this figure, and yet here she is, and I'm just not jumping up and down with it. She stands at about, I'm trying to pose these, I'm just trying to get her standing up. She stands at about, she should clear 6 inches. Yep, almost 7 inches. 6.5 inches tall. This is the 6-inch figure from the basic line. And you know, if you just want a Wonder Woman on your shelf, this one's looking pretty good at $20 less than this one. This one costs about $38. This one is about the deluxe class. It's about a deluxe class Transformers figure, about $13–14. So great price disparity. This costs almost more than double the price of this one, and I was expecting a lot, really. Let me just, so she doesn't poke anybody. I was really expecting a lot with this one, like Black Series type of thing, but it's a bit of a letdown. Let's talk about the paint. Let's talk about the accessories first. She has a nice sword. It's firm enough. It's not that rubbery plastic that Hasbro uses. So okay, Mattel, you win that round. This shield, man, it was a pain just to get it, just to insert that arm inside these things. It was just way too tight. It took a while just to get the grip on, and it doesn't even stay that well. So it's a nice mold. I love the colors on it, but it feels like it's flimsy, and it was just very difficult to put in. So okay, I'll forgive that. The sculpt, on the other hand, feels like it's got proportions of a Barbie doll. If you look at this one, this is what I was expecting. The proportions are great. Look at that. It's comic book proportion. I know this is more realistic, whatever. But, you know, action figure fans are hoping they did, you know, I personally think that we are more inclined to like a silhouette that adheres more to the comic proportions. Now this one, even human proportion, like normal non-comic book proportion, I think it's still off. I think the head's too big, the legs are too short, the torso is just way too wide. I saw the trailer. Gal Gadot does not look like that. I know it's a toy and it's not, but they weren't going to go for the accurate Gal Gadot proportions. I wish they could have just done this one. I would have been very happy. And this was really what I was expecting, but instead we got this. So she is a little bit, it feels that she's short and skinny. But okay. She's got some nice detail on her, and there's nothing there. It's just painted. Nice paint apps. I'll give them that. Great detail, great sculpting. Very nice. The head sculpt, a little bit too much, I think, because it feels like, see, look at this one. It's like the hair was glued onto the head sculpt. This one, it's just one sculpt that they painted the face, they painted the head. And as you can see, there's a lot of blotches here and there. And it feels like she's wearing a mask. I mean, come on, Mattel, how could you miss this? So it's great shading on the hair. You see it's just not plain black. There's a little bit of brown, a little bit of a texture going on with it. So it's great. Everything's great about the paint apps, but the sculpt, the way it's been done, it's like she's wearing a mask. Okay, her costume, very nice. I love the gold and silver, unlike that one, which is done in mustard. So very nice. That's a plus point. I love the sandals, the espadrille high-heeled sandal. Very nice. Lasso, little bit too small. That lasso's bigger than this one. She can put the sword in one of the straps. It's a little bit tight. If you force the sword in, you should be able to insert it. It's really tight. I can't put it in all the way in, so that's as good as it gets. The shield, it'll probably just hang here somewhere. I mean, yeah, that's how you store. Man, I mean, DC sucks even with their toys. Articulation for the figure, ball joint neck that's barely movable because of the very firm hair sculpt. Waist swivel, ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, hinge elbow with another swivel, and a swivel wrist. So this is what I hate about articulation. I mean, a lot of articulation is good. I mean, these I gave you that, but you can rotate these on their own. I mean, you can literally put the, I mean, that's stupid. They should have gotten rid of this swivel and just added a double jointed elbow. That would have been really nice. Or a ball hinge wrist. That would have really made up for it. I mean, ugh. Okay, ball hinge hips, which is great. Thigh swivel, okay. Hinge knee, and just a hinge ankle. I mean, Mattel's been doing this for a long time, and they still have not figured out how to do the rocker joints. I mean, it's not the end all and be all of action figures, but rocker joints would be nice. Case in point, look how Marvel does it. Look how Hasbro does it. This is the reason why Mattel is now no longer the #1 company in the world, toy company in the world. They've been replaced by Lego. #2 is Hasbro, and they've slumped to #3. Look how nice the proportions are with Hasbro. I know she's big, but just look at the proportions of the hips, the chest area, the legs, the arms, and the head in proportion with the body. And look at the way DC does it. I think DC already did a good job on, what am I saying? Sorry. I think the old DC Universe line, this one, the 6-inch line, I think that was great. The DCUC line, I think the proportions were great. I don't understand why they had to reinvent it to make it look more screen accurate. They wanted to make it more realistic. I have no idea. But this one cost about $38 here in Manila. These guys, they cost about $32, $31, and they come with the bath part, another to build a figure. This girl just came with it. I didn't even care about that. She comes with this one, this stand. It's like a yellow piece and that clear stand to hold the gun. That's it. That's all she came with. And she costs a heck of a lot more money than these guys. So what the hell, Mattel? It's just very frustrating because I was really looking forward to this figure, and you've seen other figures done here and there. I have to give this figure just a 7 out of 10. Yeah, that one scores higher for me because that one, okay. I love the silhouette on that one. This one is just a little bit disappointing. Sorry, folks. This has been the DC Comics Multiverse Batman vs. Superman 6-inch Wonder Woman. Thanks for watching.